In Luke chapter 4, verses 16 through 30, Jesus stands in front of the synagogue and begins reading Isaiah chapter 61. He reads Isaiah chapter 61, verses 1 through 2a, and said this text referred to himself. Here are the words he read. "The Spirit of the Lord God is on me, because the Lord has anointed me to bring good news to the poor. He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives and freedom to the prisoners, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor." Period. Full stop. Jesus sits down. He stops reading. But Isaiah chapter 61, the passage Jesus quoted in Luke 4, continues. Well, what does it say, and why didn't Jesus keep reading it? Ultimately, it's because the rest of the passage has to do with his second coming, not his first. Therefore, Jesus rightly told the people what had been fulfilled. But his stopping before the rest of the descriptions are not an indication that he won't fulfill it, but rather that it was not the time for him to fulfill it. You see, just because there's one who fulfills everything does not mean that everything is fulfilled. In order to understand why Jesus stopped reading where he did, we need to keep reading through chapter 61 of Isaiah. When we do, we understand that Jesus has much more to accomplish. Now, if Jesus had continued reading in Isaiah 61, what would he have announced? Here it is. "And the day of our God's vengeance, to comfort all who mourn, to provide for those who mourn in Zion, to give them a crown of beauty instead of ashes, festive oil instead of mourning, and splendid clothes instead of despair. And they will be called righteous trees, planted by the Lord to glorify him." You see, the Messiah did not exact vengeance at his first coming, but he will exact vengeance upon his return. He will comfort Zion and the Jewish people. Jesus' work at his second coming is described in the rest of the chapter 61, verses 4 through 11. Bible readers would do well to remember that Messiah's full mission is not yet complete. He completed everything given to him by the Father at his first coming, but he still has work to accomplish. He started, but he's not finished. He's fulfilled some, but not all. As we'll see, the focus of Jesus' future work includes all aspects of Zion's restoration. Though most Gentiles may forget or deny it, the Word clearly teaches it. We should remember that. A delay is not a cancellation. A removal, not abandonment. A delay is not a mystical fulfillment that twists the text and steals the blessings of the firstborn son. But the delay is God's design. It's perfect. It aligns with his faithful character, and it's worth proclaiming and rejoicing over, and it's according to the plain sense of the text. So, what will the Messiah accomplish upon his return? Here are 8 future works of Messiah from Isaiah 61. Number 1, Zion's physical restoration. It says this in verse 4, "They will rebuild the ancient ruins, they will restore the former devastations, they will renew the ruined cities, the devastations of many generations." Number 2, Zion's spiritual restoration. Verse 6a says, "You will be called the Lord's priests." Also, Zion's material enrichment. "You will eat the wealth of the nations and you will boast in their riches." We also see a double blessing for Zion. It says this in verse 7, "Because your shame was double and they cried out, 'Disgrace is their portion,' therefore they will possess double in their land, and eternal joy will be theirs." In verse 8, we learn that Zion's reward will be given through the new covenant contract. It says this, "I will faithfully reward them and make an everlasting covenant with them." We also see there's going to be recognition of Zion from among the nations. Verse 9 says, "Their descendants will be known among the nations, and their posterity among the peoples. All who see them will recognize that they are a people the Lord has blessed." Next, in verse 10, we see that Zion's King Messiah rejoices in what he'll accomplish for his chosen people and choice land. "I will greatly rejoice in the Lord, I exult in my God, for he has clothed me with the garments of salvation." We also learn that Zion will blossom and bloom because God will make her prominent among the Gentiles. It says this, "For as the earth produces its growth, and as a garden enables what is sown to spring up, so the Lord God will cause righteousness and praise to spring up before all the nations." Although Jesus stopped his reading of Isaiah 61, he still has work to do. As believers, we rightfully rejoice about the work that Jesus accomplished at his first coming, namely his life, his death, and his resurrection. Is there any reason why we shouldn't also get excited about his future work at his return? Especially his work of restoring and regenerating Zion. Will you join us as we proclaim the good news to the Jewish people and pray for their salvation? I encourage you to hit that like and subscribe on your way out so that you can be notified of all future videos having to do with Life in Messiah's ministry. Until next time, Shalom.